Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Thursday, the 28th of September. It is about 8 or 9 minutes after 6 p.m. Man, I was working on part 8 vlog today. Man, I thought that was going to be a breeze. I was excited to make it, and that was that was a hard one to make. I had way more footage there than I thought. But anyway, Kelly's out doing her crafting, half on the porch, half in her little craft area, and just enjoying the heck out of it. Got her music playing, and the sun's out, and birds are chirping, everything's carrying on, and the whole time I'm sitting at my desk, the sun's, shining through the window there, just casting upon my desk and everything. And then, so I get done with that thing, and it's waiting for it to turn it live. And then all of a sudden it just turned dark. I'm like, what in the heck? Well, it started typhooning and it hasn't stopped. It has stopped now, finally. But listen, you can hear everything dripping. That's not rain. That's just stuff falling out of the trees from the crazy torrential downpour we had. So I don't know how it goes from so nice to so terrible all of a sudden, but that's what it did. But anyway, today, finally, I broke my fever. I finally got past it. Now that I say that, I knew I was going to come out here and talk about that for a second. I checked my temperature and it's 99.1, but still, that's better than, the pretty consistent 100 and more I've had. But anyway, I mean, all day, it's been going down, and I've been feeling good. I feel stopped up, like I have a cold kind of a thing still, but anyway, I feel good. And I think I can't find the thing on their ADP thing with all our rules and stuff. I think it's something like 3 days after because it's a whole lot less than what it was before. I think it's like 3 days after the fever has gone. So I should be all set to go back on Monday as normal. I think Kelly's going in because I'm safe. She don't have to guard me. But the thing is, you got to pay attention to her, make sure, her temperature doesn't come up. She doesn't feel bad because, there's no guarantee that she didn't pick it up from me. And anyway, David must be kind of going through what I did. We were talking a little bit this morning, and I asked him, how he's feeling. I haven't heard from him since. I'm telling Kelly, I said, kind of like me. I was there, and then I slept for hours, and you wake up and you're terrible. And like I was saying, whatever day it was, I've been just socially mute. Yeah, there's that cold thing lingering on. Sorry about that. I got the call, so I had to clear my throat, kind of a thing. But anyway, it's nice feeling normal enough. I'm up moving around, and I don't ache everywhere. I mean, it's literally my clothing touching me hurt through yesterday and a little bit this morning, but I felt a lot better when I got up. Anyway, as soon as that video got done, I was sitting there, I was like looking through some emails and fell asleep for a couple hours sitting at my desk chair. And I wake up and Kelly's done with her craft stuff. She's sitting there on her MacBook and watching something on TV. And I'm like, you're done with all your stuff? She goes, yeah, you slept for a while. I said, dadgummit, it made the day disappear a little bit. Yeah, it rained enough, it started pooling up a little bit. I mean, it was nice. Everything was dry out here. It was nice today. And all of a sudden, it just turned. But anyway, I want to dismantle the bags and stuff on the BMW. I came out earlier, and because everything, all the like the nav and stuff like that, I use my 14 Pro Max for all that stuff. I connect to the TFT just enough that it sees it. I don't sync any contacts or have any communication with it. I don't because I ride too many motorcycles, BMW wants you to dedicate a phone to it. Now, I refuse to do that. I ride too many things, and you keep, if you have it all set up, if you look how they wanted to do it, I would mess it up right away because I use it with other motorcycles and other equipment. Because your headset needs to be dedicated to the BMW TFT and not your phone. So you hook your phone up to the TFT, and then you hook your headset up to the TFT, and then the TFT does the communication between your phone and your headset. It's all kind of going through that. Well, if you don't follow that rules, it can be janky. Sometimes you're connected, sometimes you're not. Well, I don't do it that way because I ride other motorcycles that I need to be connected to. So yeah, I don't do it. But I do let the phone connect to the TFT, and it gives me like speed limits, what the posted speed is. Plus I can see if I got cell reception or not, and if it's charging or not, So in that manner, I leave it hooked up, and then I connect the phone to the Nav 6, which is a Garmin. So, and then my little phone that sets off to the side, my little 12 mini, that's just for maps, and that communicates with my headset and all that stuff. So I just don't follow the rules with that. If the BMW was the only motorcycle I had, maybe I'd do it that way, but other companies can do it and it doesn't cause any problems, so I just decide not to hook up to it. But anyway, I don't know why that was important for you to know. If you guys are having communication problems, read very carefully how BMW wants you to connect to it, if that's your only motorcycle. If you ride a Harley, you ride a Spyder, or anything else you connect to, and you do it the normal way, you'll have problems. You need to dedicate your headset and your phone to the BMW TFT for it to work seamlessly. And when you do that, it does work great. But as soon as you leave that and ride another motorcycle, it doesn't work anymore. Because you can't have your phone connecting to your headset. It has to connect to the TFT. And the TFT connects to your headset. Does that make any sense? Anyway, let's go in there and look at this thing here right quick. Were you looking for me, Danny boy? I was just right there. Look at your old gray beard. You're getting old just like the rest of us. Don't hackle something there, buddy. You want to come in the garage with me? Come on. It's that little radio that I got in 1981. Kelly and I skipped school to go to Jansen Beach in Portland to get that thing. And I still play that thing. It always plays out here. But the way the world is, copyright. God forbid that thing's playing in the background, I'll get copyrighted. I'm not trying to use somebody's music to enhance my videos. It's just the way my shop is. And you got to turn everything off, make sure all that stuff's off. So I got to pull all the locks out because once I return this bike, I don't have the key for it anymore. You can't get the tumblers out. I still need to empty that one. These two have been empty for a while. And I showed you, man, I tell you what, it's just, since Sunday, it's been a blur. It's funny, I'm working on part 9 where I'm coming home. You guys have already seen it, what I built by the time you got here, but I'm looking at that footage and I'm going, I did not feel good that day at all. I was being so brave, sometimes you go and just ignore it, it'll go away. No, it didn't go away. I think that night when I came out here to finish up the job, I think I was 103 degree temperature or something. I was boiling. Where did he go? I bet you I know right where he's at. Watch this. He always does the same thing. He sits between Kelly and I's Himalayans. He has done that for years now. Hi, buddy. You're okay. You like to sit between Mom and Daddy, huh? Kelly, one of her projects. And poor thing, there's a kill switch thing on there and I always turn it off. Just I want to make sure there's no power going to anything in between. Like something happens, because you're out there with water and electricity. Well, Kelly didn't know that thing was there. She was trying to use it for something, couldn't get it to work. I think once I told her what was going on, she came out and used it. But this thing's going to need a thorough bath. And I need to pull. I think I will leave my heated gear hooked up to this thing until I'm, see what the iPhone 15 light looks like. It almost seems like a better light, doesn't it? So far, the camera's been working. I mean, just everything's like a notch better than the 14. Some of it you can't really tell, but if you pixel peep a lot, it is doing a better job. I've watched some reviews where, why do people gotta hate on things? It's just like automatically, the most favorite motorcycle on the planet, everybody has to hate on them. Some people just can't stand it when someone's on the top, There's always them people, or the biggest thing is people don't ride them, or they see, because there is a lot of them people, they got to wear all the tats and the clothing or whatever. There's still some lost souls that thinks the, 50s and 60s are still around or something, but whatever. Their buddies do it, and they do it, and I guess part of them want to be a part of a motorcycle gang or something. But most of the guys that you meet like that are just doctors and lawyers. I had a neighbor in Texarkana. I remember I told you their daughter was like my sister's twin. It was the creepiest thing ever. I literally have walked up to her thinking she was my sister. That was that close. It even fooled us. But those two were really close friends. But anyway, he was a pharmacist. And he had this the original KZ 900. And once a year, he'd take off on this 2-week tour across the United States with his buddies. And he would grow his hair, and he would literally look like some, this was, mid to late 70s, so he had that hippie biker look, to him. And, the clothes he'd wear and everything, he's part of a motorcycle gang. And, he's this super clean cut, very professional pharmacist dude, but he would dirty all up and scrag all out and take his motorcycle trip and come back, clean back up. And for a year, he would polish that bike. That KZ 900 sitting somewhere looking the way it came off the showroom floor or better. But anyway, there's plenty of people that do that and still do that. Sturgis rallies and stuff like that. Doctors, lawyers, professional people that in their profession nobody knows they have this alternate ego, so to speak. I think that's kind of funny. But, if that's your thing, go for it. I really don't give two rats whatever. It's like I constantly get hounded for wearing fingerless gloves riding the BMW. I don't wear all the attire because I'm riding the BMW. I won't wear the stuff that I should be wearing when I'm riding a Harley. Should by whose terms? What's the old saying? Dress for the ride, not the slide. That's me. Some people don't like that. That's too bad. And I've paid for it before in my younger days, but I learned a lot of skills making a lot of mistakes. And I'm not, one of these once a year riders. So, I'm careful. I know you should be more careful. And that's just the PC way of things nowadays. And the BMW guys literally just come unhinged. But I don't care. I'm being me. You guys do what you want to do. I am not going to buy a motorcycle, dress a certain way, just so I fit into some crowd. And there's all these people who go, the Harley culture. What Harley culture? 90% of the time is just blokes just like you and I liked one of their motorcycles and I bought it. Just happens I like all of them. If I had a warehouse and the money to do it, I'd have a warehouse full of them. It's like Triple X is going, if you buy any motorcycle you want, absolutely any motorcycle, what would it be? I said, some kind of Harley. And he goes, you wouldn't be a BMW? And I go, no. He goes, geez, why not? I said, they're simple. They're easy to work on. They're literally as trouble-free as anything could be. They're like an anvil. And if something did go wrong, I can fix it on the side of the road, you know. I don't have to find a dealer and hope that you can get back-ordered, you know, infinitely unavailable electrical parts and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. I love these GSAs. I mean, that's my cup of tea right there for a BMW. But I would never personally spend the money on one. I wouldn't. If I'd spend money on any BMW, it'd be one of the R9Ts because they're a lot like a Harley. You can just do anything at home. But anyway, I rattled on. I'll tinker with this thing a little bit. But thanks for listening to me rattle on today. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, it's 8 p.m. Super quiet. I hear some frogs out there. But there's no rain. There's no wind. It's just peace. Man, I'm finally glad I finally broke that whole fever and aching and all that stuff is over with. I actually got some stuff done today. I felt like I was sweating poison out of me today. I was like, I kept just getting sweaty. It's funny, you just sit around and moan and groan to yourself for days, and all of a sudden now I gotta go do something. I did get the BMW spun around, got the back on the charger. That thing set for, what's it been, 4 days, 5, whatever it's been since I got home. I just totally lost track of time, days, and everything else. And anyway, I put that thing on the charger. Boom! It was throwing the meat at her, sitting there with no tender or nothing on it for all that time. And computers are always awake back there, you know. So she spun around, the bags are off, and all that stuff. I'll pull the locks out. I think I mentioned I won't disconnect the heated gear. I don't know. It could be a really cold ride to work if I get a nice day to get it back. I'll try to get out here and wash it tomorrow. At least get it washed and detailed. Hopefully I don't have to take it.
Do not overdo.
Oh, I won't. Well, because, you know, I'm okay. She's going to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday. So she's going to go in tomorrow. So I'll be left to my
own devices,
yep.
Which is a scary thing.
Sometimes I get myself in trouble. Mm-hmm. But anyway, got him feeling better. Much better. Here. But anyway, I think on that, we're going to call it a night.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Listen to me babble and rattle on. Poor Kelly, she's good. No, he's feeling better. You just don't ever shut up.
Oh, man.
I've been sitting there, finally getting in there and answering some comments, too. Boy, I got a bunch of them. So be patient with me.
You'll get there.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.
Bye.